Hey, welcome to my 2022 bullet journal setup. So we're starting off with my title page that you saw in my little intro. You'll have to ignore the bad lighting for a couple clips, as it's getting dark so early now, and this video actually takes place over a couple different days, as my setups tend to be quite time consuming now, and I really don't like to rush. But the lighting does get better, don't worry. As you can see here in my yearly setups, I tend to go for a more minimal style unlike my monthly themes. I tried to do a cute transition there, but I'm not sure how well it worked. But that is my title page saying hello 2022 all done. And now we're moving on to making my blue stick-in bits of the setup. I made a lot of these off camera, but I wanted to show you some of it so you can see how I made them. These particular pieces are for my future log, they're my little calendars, but I use the same technique for a lot of my titles, which you'll see later. Also, the colour I'm using for this setup is my Tombow in 553. That and all the other products I'm using will be linked in the description. So now we're working on my future log. This is one of my most used spreads. It's perfect for events, birthdays, deadlines, etc. As you can see, I filled in the mini calendars off camera. I cut out a lot of the tedious filling in the setups, adding lists, days, etc. as I know you guys know how to do that, and I just wanted to show you the creative bits. So I'm just sticking the calendars with my glue tape. And for the titles, I'm just doing a basic font with a line shadow, and I really like how it looks. The next page has my key, which you'll see me fill out in a minute. It also includes my other dates section, which is just for all the dates that come up that don't fit into my future log, as my future log only lasts 6 months. And these are the titles that I made off camera that I was talking about that you can see me sticking in. Then I have my accomplishments section, which is another favourite spread in my setup. It's something I started in lockdown during 2020, where I write down things I accomplished or did every month to recognise how much I'm doing and things I can be proud of. I highly recommend doing this, and I talk about it in a lot of my videos. I only included space for 5 months, which is what I did last time, but this may have been a mistake as I'm trying to do 6 months per bullet journal this year. So here I'm filling out my key. This is a system I've been using for almost 2 years now, and I really think I perfected it for my lifestyle. And since I'm recording this, I can actually see how long it took to write this out, and wow, it was 5 minutes just for this section. But I really appreciate how this setup looks, and I think it was really worth the time spent. The next page is my bucket list and theme ideas spread. The theme ideas are a little cut out of the shop, but you'll see it later. The bucket list is a copy of a page I have on my Notion where I do the full organisation of my goal setting. I'd love to do a full video on just my goal setting in the new year, but I have some videos about habit tracking and my goals for 2022 where I talk about it. And I also have a goals page coming up in this setup as well. And you can see here that for my themes page, I'm just doing a big list. Next is my things to check out spread. This is a place I have to put all my recommendations I get. I have a section for movies, TV, podcasts, and other. I used to include books in here, but now I'm really into reading. I like to use Goodreads for this, and I actually have a full bullet journal for my reading. I'm going to film a 2022 setup for that as well, so do keep an eye out. Next is my all the countries I've been to spread. This is always so time consuming, but I love how it looks, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a big list of every single country. I didn't film myself filling it out, but you will see it finished at the end. Then I have my meals and my goals page. My meals page is the same setup as my themes page, just a big list of meals I like. And here you can see it all set up as I fill out my goals page. I haven't decided on all my goals for 2022 yet, but the categories they'll be divided into are travel, self, YouTube, and academic. Just for a sneak peek, some of my goals are going to be read the Throne of Glass series, graduate university with a first, and host a ball for my society. Finally, we are onto my quote page. I know this is going back to the beginning of the setup, but I was waiting to find a quote that really inspired me. So I cut out this art shape, which I made by tracing a candle jar. You might notice that I'm actually using bullet journal paper to do these stick-in bits. That's because I cut out unused pages of my old journals for this purpose, and to fix any mistakes in my day-to-day journaling. And I'm just filling in this shape with my Tombow as evenly as I can. The quote I finally decided on was quite a popular one by Rainer Maria Rilke, but it really inspired me. And now we welcome the new year, full of things that have never been. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed my setup for 2022. If you did like this video, please do like and please do subscribe. I would love to see you next time.